Hello and welcome to my latest weekly video news from Madison's. Well, I hope you had a great Easter weekend. There was lots going on here on the Pantiles with a great Easter hunt. You could get different letters and hopefully win a hamper to which we have contributed a prize. So yeah, it looks like a great hamper actually. It was lovely to see so much activity and life down here on the Pantiles. And Tunbridge Wells generally feeling it had a bounce in its step with the lovely, nice weather that we've had. So what's been going on in the property world? Well, I thought, first of all, mortgages. Let's touch a little bit on that. Of course, with what's going on with President Trump's trade tariffs, inflation is looked to set to rise. And so we are expecting more mortgage interest cuts. So we were thinking probably two this year, taking us down from 4.5 to probably close to 4%, but now looking like they'll probably be closer to 4, which take us down to probably closer to 3.5%. So some of the big lenders coming out already to aggressively try and win business. They had a relatively lackluster year last year, the lenders. It was very, very competitive. Margins were very, very tight. And at the moment, they're looking to cash in on banking some stronger swap rates, as they're called, the rate that the banks will lend to each other. They can lock in at those rates and pass that saving on to consumers. So Barclays and Coventry came down sub 4% last week, and Woolwich and Santander have followed suit this week. With HSBC also looking like it. So it's the big lenders are definitely stepping in there. They've got to be a bit careful. They'll have a pipeline of business, of offers that have been made to people that are waiting to draw down. And obviously they need to be very careful about those borrowers potentially switching. That can cannibalise their book quite quickly. I mean, they don't hold those big profits. So the lenders work on such fine margins. They have to get it right. It's a very competitive market. A slight rate change can make all the difference. But at the moment, some really great deals out there. And we would expect that to stimulate the property market a little. But there is still an awful lot of supply out there for the amount of demand. So buyers have a lot of choice and sellers need to continue to be realistic with their pricing if they want to be successful in this market. Well, what's going on in the rental market? I haven't looked at that for a little while. And we are seeing a big sell-off of our rental stock. So quite a few of our landlords deciding that now is the time to sell their rental stock with the coming of the Renters' Rights Bill and also the tax changes that have happened recently. It's just less attractive to hold rental stock now. And of course, you can get quite good interest rates with your money sat in the bank. I think there's been a misconception that those rental stocks coming to market would be snapped up by other landlords, but we're not seeing that. 20EA publish some really great property data. They mine all sorts of algorithms, and actually rental stock coming to market is 22% less than in 2019. Only fell by 1% in terms of new rental stock coming to market. And the number of properties being sold as a percentage of new listings that were rented is at its highest ever. 15.6% of properties coming to market were previously rented, which compares to 9.8% at this time last year. So you can see that is a huge uplift in the amount of properties that are available for rent, and that will just put pressure on tenants and the rents that they pay. Property is still a really good asset to hold for returns. You know, you get really good income yield while you've got a tenant in there paying income, and you get good capital growth at the end, hopefully, when you sell it. But it's got to remain attractive in terms of legislation. And it's all looking very, very complicated, which is why many landlords are thinking now is the time to exit. So we will see what continues to happen there. But yeah, need to be super careful, I think, the current government not to erode the amount of private rental stock still further. You know, that's a bit of a soapbox of mine. Well, let's end with something nice. The Spa Hotel up at the top of Major York's Road. This month they have opened their new wellness retreat. It's a great spa. It's got a whole range of extra benefits and facilities. You've got a hydro pool, a hot spa, a cold plunge, ice fountain, sauna and steam rooms, a drench bucket, and even the relaxation lounge. And of course, it's set in such wonderful grounds. The spa has the most beautiful gardens with views out the back and great restaurants as well. They've got a great pizza oven outside and then more formal dining inside as well. A great bar menu. So they've got so much to give up there. It's not all about being a hotel at all. And there are different membership packages available for how much membership people would like. So do take a look up there. Go and have a look at it. It looks really fabulous and see what you think. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week. We'll see what the weather brings this week. Will it warm up? We'll see what the markets hold with what's going on across the Atlantic, and I will keep you updated as ever. Bye bye.